And from there, I remember going to Colombia, where I met Khuru, owner of the shop Orion's Oracle. And I was like in search of, to the fullest extent then, like going through it. But so that was a spiritual resting place for me. He had a restaurant and he had a couple stores. And basically, he had the type of environment where it was like, yo, you family now. And I'm gonna learn you. We're gonna drop the science on you. You know, we're gonna help you with detachment and all of that. And there was some other brothers there in the camp too. He took us on. He gave us jobs. We could work. Hey, we got 2 shops. Y'all make it happen. Like, you know, like if you see something need to be done, take like ownership in what you're doing. And that was a good feeling at the time, to feel a sense of ownership, not to have to go clock in and like, you know, feel the corporate setting. Like this was actually a melanated man that had things and was like, we gonna run this like family. Like y'all treated like, you know, that was cool at the time. And not only that, a ton of science, a ton of information, man. A ton of information. That was definitely like the comedic phase. That's the angle he was coming from, in search of my art balance. I remember at the time he was like, I'm 44 years without eating flesh, all of that. And we would do our sun salutations, and gradually he would learn us as giving us a resting place, a place to be ourselves, and a place to make a few dollars, you know? But ultimately, he ended up telling me the same thing. He had a ceremony for me, gave me a name and all of that. And I still know my name that was given. And he also told me, kept it a buck with me, like, you ain't in no position to be quitting nothing. So, like, I was in school at the same time. That's when I was in school in Colombia. Yeah, Khuru played a big part. Let me see. Who would I consider a master teacher of mine outside of the immediate family? That might have been it. Because even when I was with Khuru, I was starting to feel like, you know, a lot of this stuff, a lot of it was just pointing back to you, like yourself. You know, I think Khuru was the last real leaning in on searching for wisdom master teacher that I had in that regard. That's when I began to come into my own, because even a lot of things that I had learned, like with Dread, that's when I stopped eating meat. All it took for her was to say, like, imagine looking down at yourself and you're eating flesh and you leave behind bones. Like, she said something like that, and I went cold turkey for like 8 years. I learned, do the sun salutations or you're gonna fall into a mundane reality through Khuru. And I don't keep up with a lot of those things. I'm still getting back, because when I went back to school and played ball, I got off track, went back to the world. And I'm just saying, like, it's worth mentioning them because there are things that I know that I need to get back on to my fullest extent. Like, I know better in a lot of ways. So yeah, I would say those are, for now, I'm gonna stop there. And naturally, once I turn the camera off, I'm gonna remember somebody. So like I say, we're gonna keep doing this, man. This is therapy, just opening up to y'all. Because even, you know, that's what time it is. So again, let me know some of the people that made an impact on y'all's journey, some of the lessons you learned, some of the people that created a space for you to just be when you really needed it the most, you know. Again, comment if on YouTube you want a direct link, hit up the email. We'll make it happen. If you got the direct link and that's how you usually do it, send it straight to me. All right, till next time.